Jalen Brown and Devin Booker, 40 and 41 in the same game. Hawks at 10 straight right now. And the Spurs reach their next milestone. My name is Labey Jacob, and you are listening to the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Quick league news. Kawhi didn't play. He had a sprained left knee. Normal Kawhi things. Mavs were very short-handed as they usually are. And coming into the night, Steve Kerr was one win away from 600. Game of the night. Hawks win 10 in a row. They finally reached that milestone. Hawks win 124 to the Mavs 112. This is their first 10-game win streak since 14-15, which was actually coincidentally the 60-win Hawks team with Cal Korver and Jeff Teague, all those guys. And this game also snapped Orlando's 7-game win streak. But it found an end all thanks to Nickeil Alexander-Walker in his career night. Career high 41 points, 9 threes on 14 attempts. He had his career high for a half, which was 24 in the first half alone. I'm really excited for Nickeil Alexander-Walker that he got to have this game because he was basically moved on from this summer by the Timberwolves. I don't think that anybody thought that he could be a lead ball handler for what is now a playoff team. They're in the 9th seed despite the 10 wins in a row. But I just think that he's really, really talented. He's such a talent, and he really deserves it. So, yeah, overall, just very, very exciting. Jalen Johnson, he contributed 24, 15, and 13, second consecutive triple-double. His 13th of the season. Dyson Daniels had a nice 15 and 12. Paolo Banchero for Orlando had 18, 10, and 13. He's really, really done his part here in the last few games for this Magic team. But, man, the Hawks tonight were just on a burner. After this game, big picture, the Hawks are now 8th in the East. Still would be in the play-in, unfortunately for them, but moving up the standings nonetheless. There's still a few games left in the season to try to maneuver. And lastly, they are better without Trae Young. That's like kind of just by default where they are right now. Defensively, especially, they have been much, much better. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this can go, where this win streak can go. It can end literally next game, but it also could definitely continue. They've been playing much more successfully recently, so it's been a fun watch. They're a fun offensive explosion of a team. Next, the Celtics beat the Suns 120 to 112. Jalen Brown ended with 41, 7, and 6. 18 of those were in the fourth quarter, and 19 of 21 from the free throw line, which is a career high for him. Devin Booker had 40 points. Awesome. 15 of 24. Again, he's been having much, much better games this last month than he's had the rest of the season, otherwise dealing with injuries in and out here and there. Just absolutely wholeheartedly, single-handedly led the Phoenix Suns back into this game and made it much closer than it actually was. Suns were up 3 with 4 minutes left. Jalen Brown then stripped Devin Booker, fed the ball to Tatum for a layup, 8-0 Boston run from there. Really beautiful sequencing, team chemistry, really coming together for the Boston Celtics, and really, really helped power them to the win. Honestly, I think it was the momentum shift that they needed. Tatum had 21 in this game. This is game 5 back for him from the Achilles injury, and he's looking really significantly on pace to be meaningful to them in the playoffs. Derek White also had 21 and Pritchard had 19. They're both getting a lot more open looks when Tatum is out there facilitating for them. Jalen Brown is a little bit more nose down actually right now than he's been throughout the rest of the season, but still it's not in a bad way. It's good energy. It's good energy because Tatum actually wants to get on the ball he wants to show him. He's doing the Dwayne Wade, LeBron James thing where he's like, you take it. You take the, you head up this team and I'm like the alpha in support. In the big picture, Celtics are 45 and 23 right now. That's incredible for a season that was supposed to be a lost season for them. Second seed in the East. They're really just it's outstanding. It's outstanding. It might be the biggest story of the whole entire year. And last note is that Tatum is just getting more comfortable. Where's the ceiling for this team? Where do you think the ceiling for this team is? Do you think that they're making it to the finals this year? Next, the Spurs, 119 versus Clippers, 115. Win number 50 for the Spurs. Big deal compared to their last year. I believe the win total was 35. This is their first 50-win season since Kawhi was there, 16-17. However, Kawhi sat out for this game. The Spurs are now 50 and 18. They trail the Thunder by about 3 wins in the second seed here in the Western Conference. The game itself, down 14 early, then built a 24-point lead. The Clippers really tried their best to claw their way back, but the Spurs held on. Really, Stephon Castle, outstanding game, 23, 7, and 8 for him. He's really becoming a star. Like, we're watching it happen, watching the progression happen. It's so much fun. Wemby, 21, 13, and 4 blocks. Devin Vassell added another 20 points. Darius Garland had 25 and 10. He's really like showing that he's settling in as a Clipper here in LA. Fun to watch him play basketball, not next to Donovan Mitchell. No offense to Donovan Mitchell, but just you always wondered what that would look like. Jordan Miller, though, 22 off the bench. Really nice contribution from him. The Clippers bench outscored the Spurs bench 57-30. That's almost double the amount of points. That's pretty crazy. The Spurs are 18-2 since February 1st. And really, if Wemby can lead this team to a 60-win season, if the Spurs can get to a 60-win season here with Wemby at the helm and he qualifies for games, that has to be counted towards MVP consideration. I don't think that he's going to get it, but it's got to count. It's definitely got to count. Next, Lakers beat the Rockets 100-92. The Lakers got their 6th straight win. They're really heating up here, but also no Alperen Şengün for the Rockets. It looks ugly out there. KD just dribbles out the clock and just no facilitating whatsoever. Like literally no one. And it's already hard enough with Şengün when he's like struggling to facilitate, which happens often enough. It's not good offense. It's just not. Luka, 36, 6 and 4, back-to-back threes late in quarter 3 that really swung the momentum for this game. The MVP considerations should be there for Luka. I'm officially saying it now. I'm putting my vote in. I don't think that he should be MVP. He has not done more to me, like in my eyes, than SGA has. I still think that Wemby should be over him, and I still think that there are people who should get consideration over him, but he should be in the top 5 at the very least. He probably is around 4 for me. He's been playing really, really well. The missed games are not great. I don't like the lack of effort at certain points of the season, but the past few games here, he's been on fire, just absolutely on fire. LeBron, 18, 5 and 5. He managed to get the ball to Marcus Smart for the corner 3 that basically iced the game at 94-90 with 2 minutes left. The Lakers trailed at halftime and they came back and it was on the road, so very nice to them. Amen Thompson was probably the best performer tonight, 19, 12, and 5, just really, really filled out the box score. And the Lakers get a half game push here to be ahead of the Rockets for that 3rd seed in the West. Bulls, 132 to the Grizzlies 107. Josh Giddey, 16, 15, and 13. 4th triple-double in the last 5 games, and it's his 12th of the season. 3rd in the NBA behind Jokic, which has 27, and as we mentioned, Jalen Johnson for 13. Matas Buzelis led the team with 29 points and 5 threes. A rare game where Josh Giddey and Matas Buzelis play well together, but they played really well together in this game. The chemistry it's building. Trey Jones, also I want to mention, 17 points. Robert Dillingham had 15 off the bench. Both kind of the same archetype, except for the fact that one of them passes and the other one doesn't. Trey Jones does pass the ball. I like the way that he plays basketball. I think it's very efficient and it's just good. It's just good basketball. The Bulls opened the 3rd quarter on a 21-4 run, which was nuts. Really just punched the Grizzlies in the mouth. And that's just like where the game was. That's how the cookie crumbles. That like 21-4 in the 3rd quarter is going to win you most games. This is the truth. And this is the Grizzlies' 8th straight loss. But the truth is that they're not really playing a steady rotation of guys. So I don't think that they'll win many more this season, unfortunately for them. Or fortunately, if they're trying to get to the lottery, who cares? Except for Grizzlies fans who want them to be better. Warriors, 125. Wizards, 117. As we mentioned in the opening, Steve Kerr got his 600th win on his career. Very, very nice. I like Steve Kerr. I happen to like Steve Kerr. I'm one of those people who believes that he's a good coach. Some people don't agree, but I really think that he is. The Warriors snapped a 5-game skid. Is Brandon Podziemski good? I don't know anymore. I don't know. He's been playing much, much better, much more efficiently, but does that mean that he's good? Or he's just been playing more efficiently? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But he's been helping this Warriors team, is the truth. Porzingis, 30 points in 26 minutes for him. This is like a semi-revenge game from a couple of seasons ago, but not really. It's just there's not many people who are looking to score, and he just happens to be a natural-born scorer, Kristaps Porzingis. So that really, really helped him here. D'Anthony Melton contributed 27, and Guy Santos had 18. It helps when you get scoring like that. Like they're scoring like their 2nd and 3rd options, even though they're not regularly. But again, it's against the Wizards, who had 83 dropping them by Bam. Tons of different career highs set by people recently, and just overall walked all over like the Trailblazers also did a couple games ago. So if the Warriors didn't win this, I'd be more worried for the Warriors than I am this way. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone I want to mention, though, that I think is really worthy of being mentioned is Bilal Coulibaly has been really, really good in the minutes that he's getting for the Wizards. Again, he's one of those Wizards who's only getting around 20-ish minutes a game, but very honestly, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing on the defensive and offensive end. He's being much more efficient with his shot. Like his shot selection is better, but he's also making more shots. Really just becoming a really good player. However, this is the Wizards' 12th straight loss, and Trae Young did go out with what seemed to be an injury, but he walked off the court. So that's good. Again, they're not looking to win anything serious this year. And the last two games of the night, Pelicans, 129 to the Mavericks, 111. Zion had 27, 11 of 13 shooting in 28 minutes. Sadiq Bey had 23. Jeremiah Fears and Trey Murphy III both had 17 points. Fifth straight win at home for the New Orleans Pelicans. Najee Marshall for the Dallas Mavericks had 32. This is his former team officially, but still, who cares? 8 and 7. And Cooper Flagg, 21, 8 and 7 as well. They did their best. They really did their best. Again, the Mavericks are very short-handed. They have a lot of injuries. I pray that the Mavericks get a solid team around Cooper Flagg next year to see, how much farther he can go. It feels like a LeBron situation a little bit when he was with the Cavs early on in his career. Just, Najee Marshall is not going to be a name that goes down in the history books. No offense to Najee Marshall. I happen to like him. I think he's a good player, but Mo Williams is, I think could be an equal status player to Najee Marshall by the end of their careers. So please, that's all I'm asking of you, Mavericks. By next year, there's no more Nico Harrison. Next year, please just get a good team around Cooper Flagg. It doesn't have to be the best team in the world. Just something competitive. That's all. That's all. Next and last game of the night, Blazers beat the Nets 114 to 95. Portland never trailed in this game, not even close. They led by 31 at the biggest difference. Deni Avdija, I watched him in the Wizards game. I watched him in this game. Him and Kamara both had 18 points this game. Deni is looking a little bit slower than usual because I think still of his back. But I really, really just like his ability to drive and kick. And I know that sounds like such a simple thing, but when you're watching it in real time, his ability he's a big guy. He's like 6'9". He's sneaky fast. He gets into the lane so well, and he finds open people, and he's such a willing passer. He's not always trying to score. I'm just really impressed by that. I'm really impressed by it when there's a lot of people to feed on this team. He's not like an ego player. Do you know what I'm saying? I just like what Deni's doing on the floor. I couldn't be happier with what he's produced, including, by the way, playing with Scoot. He plays really well alongside Scoot. That was like a big discussion point. I think next year, it's very possible that Dame Lillard is not the lead guard as far as ball handling. Like, I'm sure that Dame does a lot of ISO stuff anyways by himself. ISO, obviously. But I think that they're going to do a lot of kick and shoot with Deni still, because I think that they're just going to get a lot of open looks for Dame this way. Klingon had 14 and 11. Scoot with 16 off the bench. He's warming up here a little bit. But this is the Nets' 14th loss in their last 16 because the Brooklyn Nets are, spoiler alert, not good. That was your daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you all for listening. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.